The monk's wisdom. In a quiet monastery nestled in the hills, there lived an old and wise monk named Bhavita. He had spent many years meditating, studying the ways of the world, and gaining profound wisdom. People often came from distant lands to seek his counsel, for his words were filled with great clarity and compassion. One day, a young disciple named Arjuna arrived at the monastery. Arjuna had been sent to the monastery by his family in search of peace, as he struggled with an overwhelming anger that clouded his life. He had a fiery temper and found it hard to control his emotions. His anger often led to arguments, broken relationships, and regret, leaving him feeling empty and unsettled. Arjuna approached Bhavita with great respect. "Master," he said, "I have come to seek your wisdom. My anger rules my life. I cannot seem to control it. It fills me with rage, and I feel as if it is destroying me. What should I do?" The old monk looked at Arjuna kindly and motioned for him to sit beside him. "Anger, young one, is like a flame. It can burn brightly for a moment, but if you do not learn to control it, it will consume you, leaving nothing but ashes in its wake." Arjuna frowned. "I do not want to be consumed by anger, but I cannot seem to stop it. It rises so quickly in me, like a fire that is out of control. What should I do when I feel it come over me?" Bhavita smiled gently and said, "Come with me, and I will show you something." The monk led Arjuna to a small, serene pond near the monastery. The surface of the water was still, and the trees surrounding it provided cool shade. Bhavita picked up a smooth, flat stone from the ground and handed it to Arjuna. "Now, I want you to throw this stone into the water," Bhavita instructed. Arjuna, confused but obedient, threw the stone into the pond. As the stone sank beneath the surface, ripples spread out across the water, disturbing its calm. Bhavita looked at the young disciple. "Do you see what happens? When you throw a stone into calm water, it causes ripples that spread far and wide. The same is true with anger. When you let it out, it affects everything around you, just as the ripples affect the surface of the water." Arjuna nodded, understanding the monk's point. But he was still troubled. "I understand, Master, but what if the anger is already inside me, burning like a fire? I feel it rising, and it feels so powerful. How can I stop it before it erupts?" Bhavita looked at Arjuna with deep compassion. "Anger, like the ripples in the water, starts small. But if you do not act quickly, it spreads and grows. The key, young one, is not to act in the heat of anger, but to pause, to step back and recognize it before it burns you." He paused, allowing Arjuna to reflect. Then, Bhavita continued, "Let me explain further. Imagine you are holding a hot coal in your hand. The coal is burning your skin, and you feel the heat. If you hold on to it, the pain will only get worse. But if you release the coal, the pain will stop." Arjuna, surprised by the metaphor, looked up. "Are you saying that anger is like holding onto a burning coal?" "Yes," Bhavita nodded. "When you hold onto your anger, you are the one who is burned. It does not harm the person you are angry with, only you. Just as holding onto a hot coal burns your hand, holding onto anger burns your heart and mind. It creates suffering within you, even though the other person may not even be affected." Arjuna's eyes widened. "But what if the anger is justified? What if someone has wronged me, and I have every right to be angry?" Bhavita smiled and placed a hand gently on Arjuna's shoulder. "Yes, it is natural to feel angry when we are wronged. But remember, anger is not the solution to injustice. In fact, it clouds our judgment and makes us act in ways we might later regret. True wisdom lies in letting go of anger, not in holding onto it. If you let go of the burning coal, you free yourself from its pain. Similarly, when you release your anger, you free yourself from its hold over you." Arjuna was silent for a long moment, pondering the monk's words. He could feel a shift in his understanding, as though the weight of his anger was beginning to lighten. "Master," Arjuna asked softly, "how do I let go of this anger when it rises so strongly within me?" Bhavita smiled gently and responded, "First, you must become aware of it. The moment you feel anger begin to stir inside you, pause. Take a deep breath and recognize that the fire is starting. In that moment, you have a choice, to hold onto it, or to release it. If you choose to release it, take another breath and focus on your heart. Let go of the urge to react. Instead, return to a state of calm and peace." Arjuna nodded, feeling a deep sense of clarity. "I will try, Master. I will try to let go of the burning coal before it consumes me." The old monk smiled warmly. "Remember, my young disciple, anger is not your enemy. It is your reaction to it that causes harm. Just as a fire can warm you when controlled, so too can your emotions be a source of strength when managed wisely. It is only when you let the fire rage unchecked that it will destroy everything in its path." Arjuna bowed his head in gratitude. "Thank you, Master. I will practice this wisdom, and I will learn to release the anger before it burns me." From that day on, Arjuna worked diligently to control his temper. Whenever anger began to rise, he would pause, breathe, and let go. Slowly, with time, his heart grew lighter, and the fire of anger no longer ruled his life. He found peace, not in suppressing his emotions, but in choosing to release them before they could harm him. And the village, once affected by his outbursts, now saw him as a man of great calm and wisdom, who had learned to master his emotions and lead a life filled with inner peace. Moral of the story: anger, when held onto, burns the one who holds it. Like a burning coal, it causes suffering and pain, but only to the person who refuses to let it go. True wisdom lies in recognizing anger when it arises and releasing it before it consumes us. By doing so, we free ourselves from its destructive power and create space for peace and clarity in our lives. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.